and welcome to Crunch Time. My name is Jack Bogdan.
My name is Alex Grinling.
And you know what? We've been real sick. You know, it's not been too great for us. His girlfriend's been really sick. Then we got real busy. Went to the Global Game Jam this past weekend. Made 1,500 games over like 44 countries, 177 sites. Insanity. So, yeah, there's been like a lapse in Crunch Time. But no longer, because you're watching our review of Dead Space for the iPhone.
Just another beautiful day on the sprawl.
I've been selected for a special secret mission. The core systems on the shard.
Attention. Emergency quarantine lockdown is now commencing. All crossover tours between government and public sectors will be closed immediately.
Oh God, I didn't know what I was doing.
They're coming out of the walls! They're coming out of the walls!
Now there's something loose on the sprawl.
Foreign matter detected.
Get out of my head!
Quarantine lockdown initiated. Health critical.
So that was some footage from Dead Space for the iPhone. Here is some gameplay. So Alex, we're both really big Dead Space 1 fans.
Yes.
This is
true.
This is called Dead Space, but it is not actually Dead Space 1.
So this is a new thing.
This is a new thing. This
A
is
whole new story.
whole new story. Leads into Dead Space 2 with a new character whose name is Vandal. Talks with this gravelly voice augmentation system.
Yeah.
And you've been duped by the Church of Unitology to unleash.
They do that.
They do that. They duped you to unleash the necromorph hordes on this ship. And that's
pretty shitty.
Yeah, pretty bad. So you're like, oh man, I feel like I've been duped. And so you're on the phone with this guy that was like, yeah, I'm sorry, we kind of duped you, but I'm going to help you get out. And that's generally the premise for Dead Space on the iPhone.
So this takes place on a ship.
It's sort of a planet ship. It's not a planet cracker. It's sort of a space station. How do I best describe it?
Does it take place on the sprawl?
I think it might be the sprawl. I think that's the word I'm losing.
Dead Space 2 takes place.
Okay, so it's on the sprawl. The sprawl is the one that's like around like an asteroid or something kind of thing.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, it's the sprawl.
Yeah.
So
it's in space.
It's in space.
It is in Dead Space.
It's in Dead Space.
Oh.
So Iron Monkey Studios, I don't know if you can tell by this, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And as I've been saying, we did a review of Rock Band Reloaded for the iPhone, where I said it was the most faithful, not necessarily port, but rendition of a console experience to a mobile device.
Right.
This is the most faithful console rendition of action-adventure and horror.
Right.
That I have ever... It blows my mind.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, it seems like this would be a lot more difficult because Dead Space has, I don't know, it's complex console controls.
So let me explain a little bit how things work. How about that?
Okay, how about you do that?
So you control, you move with anywhere on the left side of the screen, and then you look around by moving your thumb on anywhere on the right side of the screen. To use stasis, which slows things down, you tap the little stasis module on his back while you're aiming at something. To aim at something, you tap with your right hand, which is looking around, and then you tap again to shoot. To move, or to switch alternate fire, like to, let's say, with the plasma cutter, for example, old staple, you can either have it horizontal or vertical.
Right.
You tilt the phone a little quickly. So if you want to switch, you actually, like, tilt the plasma cutter.
That's cool.
It's really, really neat. To pick up objects and throw them, there's a little icon that shows up over them. You just tap that. to do the badoop thing with your hand, and then it shows you where you're going on the map. That's my best explanation of it. Badoop. You do the badoop thing.
I think it's a locator.
The locator.
But I like the sound.
Badoop.
I like that.
You see that icon in the upper right, which is really the only HUD on the screen. When you tap that, you can either pause the game, but there's also an icon to do the badoop. And so that works really well in this game. There's no getting lost. There's no overworld map you have to source back to. You are just going to your objectives and getting things done. There's the full shop. You can upgrade your suit. You can upgrade your weapons. There's also some DLC kind of things where you can kind of pay your way through it if you want to, but everything's unlockable without having to pay any money. There's also weapon upgrade benches, just like Dead Space. You can go through. It has the same upgrade paths that you know and love. Like, you know, they're not like upgrade 1, upgrade 2, upgrade 3. It's like I want to upgrade the damage, then I want to go to reload speed, then I want to go to you know, it's really, really cool. Fights are really, really awesome with different characters. So like the little guys that crawl over you, gotta tap them off. The baby creatures that shoot 3 spikes at you. They can crawl on the ceiling, so you have to shoot them off the ceiling, and then you have to shoot their stingers off. But they can also jump on you, in which case you have to tap really, really fast, and then you break their necks, and then you punt them like a football. Right. So that's really awesome.
That's cool, because it does the same thing in Dead Space 2.
And the animations are awesome. That was a little menu there for a second. You can switch weapons by tapping that as well. Let's see what else is going on with this game. The health bar's on your back like you're used to.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive that they were able to keep it.
They have some really cool
for the most part
story modes like this where you turn into a little necromorph for a little bit.
What the hell?
Right? And that it's like you're going insane kind of thing. It's really amazing.
How long is this? How long is this game?
It's 12 chapters. There's an achievement for doing it 2 hours, but that's not going to happen. Man, I want to say 6 or 7 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a long game.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I wrapped up at 6.5 hours.
This seems like one of the first console-level games that I've seen on a mobile device.
It is. It absolutely is. It completely came out of nowhere for me, and it blew my mind. The controls are so easy to get, to take to it's usually when you're trying to translate console experiences to the iPhone, hasn't really gone over that well.
Right.
But this is just solid. Everything from the main game is in here. Oh, to pick up objects, you just tap on the little icon that comes up.
Nice. Or does this link to Dead Space 2 in any way? Like if you have an EA account,
I believe they're actually, yes. If you merge with EA's account, like it has you register the game, it will unlock something in Dead Space 2.
That's cool. That's cool. They did that with downloadable game on Xbox as well. Ignition.
Oh, cool.
Or Ignition, which is not a good game.
Oh, but, did you play it?
Yes, I did.
We'll talk about,
because you got a free. You got it for free if you pre-order Dead Space 2. I can't talk. So, but yeah, if you play that, then rooms in the game will be unlocked that otherwise wouldn't be.
Got it.
So it's kind of cool that they're supporting Dead Space 2, the premiere, with these other Dead Space games.
Yeah. Well, just to wrap up, I mean, the enemies are all the enemies and necromorphs you know and love. They're not. It doesn't feel like monster closets. There's actually a great story. The lighting's amazing. The controls are really, really good. It's the most faithful third-person action-adventure game / horror game that I've ever played on a touch device.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous, and you should all get it. It's $6 on the App Store.
Nice.
And it is absolutely worth it. I mean, a 6-hour Dead Space game that is a full Dead Space game. $10 if you want to get the iPad version, which I also played. And equally very, very cool.
Are there any compatibility issues? Do you have to have a new...
Yeah, this game is pretty hardcore, as you can tell.
Right.
I imagine you wouldn't be safe under an iPhone 3GS or a third generation iPod Touch.
Right.
But that's me strictly guessing based on what I've seen. It might scale. I don't think it does, though. I think there is a limit.
Jerks. So I won't even be able to play this.
I
think I have a second gen Touch.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen for you.
Yeah.
But that was our review of Dead Space for the iPhone. Really, really cool. And it really shows you how much the iPhone's coming into its own when real developers, I mean, everybody's a real developer. I'm just saying when people apply, it's not the wording not the wording I want to use. I want it when big franchises aren't just like slapped on a mobile license, when they take care of it,
Right. It's not just a cash in.
That's what I mean.
But an actual effort.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that was Crunch Time. My name is Jack Bogdan.
My name is still Alex Grinling.
And you can find all of our stuff on crunchtimeshow.com, and we'll talk to you soon.